Top of it, top of it.
Play this shit right here, resuscitate your pimpin' and get you right back on your mission, right? For you hoes, it's that shit you play when you ain't feeling like super hoe today. Play this shit right.
Shit coming against this game, man.
If you're home and get you right back going, dig this. Pimps for real.
I see y'all. OG Ken, what's up with it, man? Y'all make sure y'all wipe y'all feet off at the door when you step into a pimp's domain. Hit that like button one time.
Bitches pedal for them portions. My horse win it all. Not the ones on the sideline wishing but getting ball in the guideline. My bitches did it all. Down 7 below in the snow for dope. Over 120 in the sun for fun. They bash for hours.
Yeah, man.
Showers bright and early, down and dirty for the cash and power.
We gonna have us a good one today, man. We gonna chop it and pop this game, man. Y'all make sure y'all wipe y'all feet off at the door when you step into a pimp's domain. What I mean by that, hit that button and look like this, man. Hit that thumbs up button one time, please and thank you.
But when they light you right, they see people shining bright, but they action is life without bitch will strike you out. Oh, can't stop, won't stop, poppin' pimpin' nigga, can't stop, won't smashing on these bitches, nigga, can't stop, won't stop, poppin' pimpin' nigga, can't stop, won't smashing on these bitches, nigga, can't stop, won't stop, poppin' pimpin' nigga, can't stop, won't smashing on these bitches, nigga, can't stop, won't stop, poppin' pimpin' nigga, can't stop, won't smashing on these bitches, nigga. See that's the
Mac Vegas, BN, Paul with the Prince, Lionel B. I see y'all, man.
Smoking mirrors with your game, hella extras to reflect the opposite appearance of a lane. Bitches coming from y'all, I can't rock with those. Tend to put it and wood it in them doctor shows. Soft shoes rituals, my new residuals. Papers on life support your loops and critical. Something I learned about for running my own route.
Let's see if I can get my view a little bit better, man. I want y'all to see all this flyness, man.
I'm heartless regardless. Empty with sympathy, but
Banked up to the max with pimpathy, no remedy for me. I'm like this.
my life is vice grip synced in permanent ink. You can't rewrite this. My blood type is be positive, beautifully positive with a lot of it. I'm popping this shit. When I pop it, I pop.
That's probably about as good.
Bad bitch, wanna hold hard. Can't stop, won't stop. Popping pimpin' nigga, can't stop, won't stop.
That's probably about as good as we gonna get, man.
Won't stop, poppin' pimpin' nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Stashing on these bitches, nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Poppin' pimpin' nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Stashing on these bitches, nigga, can't stop.
John ETA, what's up with it, man? I see you.
Can't stop, won't stop. Stashing on these bitches, nigga. Come on, pimpin', man, pop that shit. Show me sucker niggas, they can't stop that shit. Let these suckers know if they wanna cop that shit. Hit the bag like it's hot, bitch, and drop that shit. Yeah. And to you hoes, if you ever took a lost bitch, show these bitches how to bounce back like a boss bitch. Let them know that the best way to floss, bitch, is reach the paper to some pimpin' hoe and toss. Can't stop, won't stop, poppin' pimpin' nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Smashing on these bitches, nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Poppin' pimpin' nigga, can't stop.
Goldie, top of it. Why not? I see you. If you ain't wiped your feet off at the door, man, stepping into a pimp's domain, hit that like button one time. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hopefully everybody had some happy holidays. Hopefully everybody looking forward to having a great year, a great 2022. Hopefully you looking forward to hitting the ground running, coming into this new year. We're going to talk about New Year's resolutions, man, whether they're a good idea or a waste of time. Blue Hunted, good looking with the $5 holla. Blessings to you, Freeze. Wishing you a prosperous 2022. Wishing you a prosperous 2022 as well. Wishing you plenty of abundance, Blue Hunted. Good looking, man. I see y'all, man. Ricky Ooh-Wee, 12 play, James Hudson, Patrick Dye. I see y'all. Hey, man. And all the fellas, man, y'all know what I'm talking about when I say this shit, man. But man, don't you hate when females get in your motherfucking car and they get to adjusting all the vents? When you get in your car and all the vents is closed up, man, you know a female done been in here, man. Like, you know, I sit in the back seat on a regular basis, man. I just feel real pimpish and presidential when I sit in the back seat of my Beamer, man. But I get back here, man, because I ain't sat back here almost a week, something like that. But I come back here, man, and all my damn vents to my AC is closed up and shit. But but yeah, man. Like I said, blessings to everybody, man. Hopefully y'all doing well. Hopefully you had some good holidays. Hopefully you was able to spend your holidays with your loved ones, or at least communicate with your loved ones, even if you wasn't able to tap in physically with your loved ones. Hopefully you had some sort of correspondence with your loved ones, man. Uh hey, and I just want to, send a shout out and blessings to the loved ones of Betty White. She passed away, I believe it was this morning. 99 years old, man. Been in the entertainment industry for 80 years, over 80 years, man. Seemed like she was a sweet, sweet lady. You dig? And what I like about Betty White, she fucked with just about everybody, you know what I mean? She fucked with black folks for real. If you look back in her history, even during a time when it was taboo to fuck with black folks, she was fucking with black folks, man. So rest in peace to Betty White. Blessings to all of her family and loved ones. Rest in peace to Draco the Ruler. Rest in peace to Slim 400. Rest in peace to Young Dolph. And everybody else that we lost tragically this year, man. 2021 been, it's been a blessing for a lot of people, and it's been rough for a lot of people all at the same time, man. So, blessings to everybody who lost somebody. I lost a couple of family members, actually a few family members to COVID this year at the beginning of the year. I'm sure some of y'all done lost family and loved ones to COVID, man. So, blessings to all the family and loved ones of the deceased who we lost tragically in 2021, man. But yeah, man, we on the booty, we on the ass, we creeping up on 2022 right now. We right on her bumper, man. And it's a debate for a lot of people on whether or not New Year's resolutions are a good idea or a bad idea, man. Some people think New Year's resolutions are a good thing. They get hyped, they get psyched up, and out of all the people who have New Year's resolutions, a lot of them don't stick to the New Year's resolutions. A lot of them fall off. But then you got some, but they still think it's a good idea. Then you got some people that think New Year's resolutions are a terrible idea. They're a waste of time. If I was gonna do something, I could do it anytime. Why? I don't need to wait till New Year's to do this or do that. So, New Year's resolutions, good idea or a waste of time? I say both. If you believe New Year's resolutions are a good idea, then you're right. If you believe good New Year's resolutions are a bad idea, then you're right. It's all up to you. See, it's not a matter of putting faith in the fact that it's a new year, or putting all the pressure on the fact that it's a new year. It's about believing in yourself. And me myself, when I have New Year's resolutions, it really just serves as a reason to get started with something. We all look, whether or not anybody believes in New Year's resolutions or not, everybody always say, this gonna be my year. This gonna be the best year ever. I'm gonna have a great year this year. So if you got that mindset, then why not have the mindset of, New Year's resolutions? Because you don't look forward to having a fucked up year. Most people don't anyway. So, you know, if you got the mindset of it's a waste of time, then what's the difference between this year and every other year? Why all of a sudden you like when the new year is starting, you like, oh, I'm gonna have a great year. What happened to all the other previous years? Why is this year gonna be better than all those other years? Why didn't you start off last year, making 2021 your greatest year? New Year's resolutions for me, man, they serve a great purpose, man. I believe it all depends on your intentions, man, and what you want for yourself, and also what you want for others. How you want to affect others, how you want to be a blessing to others. I don't know if you could call it like a New Year's resolution per se or whatever the case may be, but me, it's just something that I look forward to. What I look forward to in 2022 is being a bigger blessing and a better blessing to more people than I ever have been. I just want to bless as many people as I can. I want to bless them in the biggest and best way possible. And I want to do that on a scale like I've never done before in 2022. That's what I'm looking forward to. And that's a purpose that's greater than myself. That's a purpose that I look forward to serving that's bigger than me. And it's bigger than any one particular individual. That's what I look forward to. So but yeah, New Year's resolutions, man, they can be a great thing. To all of the naysayers that believe it's like a waste of time or whatever the case may be, hey, listen, you're looking at and listening to someone who has a few New Year's resolutions that I've stuck to for over a decade. My longest one has been over 2 decades, and that's quitting soda. I made it my New Year's resolution to stop drinking soda, and that was my 2001 New Year's resolution. But I actually had my last soda in December of 2000. And here we are in December of 2021. So I haven't drank a soda in 21 years. And it started as a New Year's resolution. Now, back then, I never thought that I would last 21 years without drinking soda. But it simply started as a New Year's resolution, and I just stuck to it. After a while, I didn't have a desire for it anymore, and I just been sticking to it, man. It was a point in time where I believed that I was addicted to Coca-Cola, and I was addicted to Dr. Pepper, man. I love both of them sodas, man. That was my life. I felt like I wouldn't survive without Dr. Pepper and Coca-Cola, man, at one point in time. And I used to run track. I've told this story before, but my track coach, he used to always get on us about drinking soda. Man, that soda ain't no good for you. Y'all need to stop drinking that damn soda. And at that time, when I was in high school, I couldn't see it. I couldn't see myself living without Dr. Pepper, living without Coca-Cola. I couldn't see it. Then I don't even remember why I wanted to do it. As I think back, I don't even really remember why. It wasn't like I was I was 19 years old at the time. So I wasn't having like no health problems behind drinking soda. Shit, I was young as a motherfucker. But so honestly, I don't even really remember like a particular reason that said, you know what, Freeze, you need to stop drinking soda. I don't remember a reason like that. I just thought it would be a good idea to start 2001 not drinking soda. And here we are 21 years later, and I'm still on it. You dig? So Marquise Fresco, good looking with the $10 holla. Last year I tried. This year I'll be triumphant. Yeah, hey, and listen, man. If you so happen to stumble with your New Year's resolution, man, if you just so happen to, fall short of, perfect attendance or perfect, whatever you want to call it, man, You got to keep going. You got to get up and keep going. Just because you fall down don't mean you need to stay down. That would be the injustice there. If you slip up and then just stay slipped up. Nah, you got to get up and keep going, man. So your New Year's resolution might be to, go to the gym at least twice a week. And you might start off the first 5 weeks cool, and then that 6th week, something may come up and you might not make it to the gym, or you might get sick, or you might get ill, or whatever the case may be, and that might stop you from making it to the gym. Don't let that stop you from continuing to go to the gym. When you able, keep going. Ain't nothing gonna stop you but you. Certain shit might slow you down, but nothing is going to stop you but you. I've been chopping and popping this game so much, man. Pimp forgot to put some of this good old love in my life, man. Hey, man. Cheers to everybody, man. Happiness, health, and wealth coming into this new year, man. Blessings to everybody, man. Put some of this good old love in your body. Brother Bill, as always, good looking with the $2 holla. Blessings to the game and the presentation. Indeed, man. Blessings to you as well, man. Bill is an inspiration, man, even when he probably don't realize it, man. I appreciate Bill. But yeah, man, like I said, I've stuck to my New Year's resolution, my 2001 New Year's resolution of quitting soda. And, in my mind at the time, it was just soda, but then it became all carbonated drinks. Like anything carbonated, it just, reminded me of soda. So I just, like energy drinks, like Red Bull. I've never had a Red Bull. I've never drank a Red Bull. Any carbonated energy drink I've never had. I don't drink sparkling water or anything like that. Yeah, so I've stuck with that for 21 years, man. OG Ken, good looking with the $10 holla, you dig? My goal is to read 30 books in 2022. Read 10 to 20 pages a day. Hey, that's dope, Ken. Hey, and see, Ken is an inspiration too, even when he don't realize it, man. Because for those of y'all who don't know, Ken's New Year's resolution for 2021, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, Ken, but his New Year's resolution for 2021 was to read 25 books. And I think you read, was it 29? I think he ended up reading 29 books for the year. So he exceeded his goal. And, he's stepping his goal up again, and for the year 2022, instead of 25, he's stepping it up to 30 books within the year. Right, yeah, yep. 29 books this year. And that's dope as a motherfucker, man. See, like I said, this is why it's a good thing to share your thoughts and share your experiences on social media, especially when it's positive thoughts and positive experiences, because you never know who you might be inspiring, that you might not even, they might not even communicate that to you. Because when I saw you share that, Ken, it made me think to myself, like, I want to step my reading up too. I read, fairly often, but I know I could read more, and I know there's other things that take up my time that, I would rather spend that time reading. Yeah, so that's dope, man. Ken, he's another prime example of somebody who had a New Year's resolution and stuck to it. You dig? It was a good idea. The man read 29 books in 2021. That's dope as fuck. Now let's ask Ken, how many books did you read in 2020? That's what I'm curious to know. How many books did you read in 2020 before you made the New Year's resolution? Right, probably like 3 or 4. See, so like he stepped his volume up shit damn near times 10. So that's dope, man. Like that's dope as a motherfucker. You know, another New Year's resolution of mine that I've stuck to for a long time was cutting out beef and pork, or red meat and pork. That was my 2008 New Year's resolution, and I've stuck to that since then. I haven't had pork since 2008. Hey man, yeah, Sinful's grandmother, man, Sandra Evans, God rest her soul, man. She came to me on some Don Corleone one morning, man. Like that was my last time having some pork, man. You know, one morning, man, me and Sinful was at his grandmother's house, man. This was probably like February or March of 2008. This was my very last time having pork. You know, I like I said, that was my New Year's resolution for 2008. So at this point in time, I'm like a couple months in. I ain't had no pork for a couple months. You know, I'm feeling good, you know, because I ain't never went no couple of months without pork. My whole life I've been eating bacon, ham, pork sausage, everything except for probably some pig feet and some chitlins. I ain't never had chitlins because I was traumatized as a kid smelling my auntie cleaning them things out. So I ain't never had chitlins. But then everything else, you know what I mean? Rooted to the man. I love me some pig back then. But at this point in time, I'm like a couple months into my New Year's resolution. Pathfinder Green, good looking with the $20 holler, man. Much appreciated. But yeah, I'm a couple months into my New Year's resolution. I'm pumped up. I ain't been eating no pork, no beef, no nothing, right? We at Sinful's grandmother's house, man, early in the morning. She make breakfast for us, right? Now, grandma, she old school, man. Them old school people, man, they don't believe in wasting food, because they just remember times when it was rough, and they probably didn't have no food to eat, at certain points in their youth. So, they don't be believing in, and then not just that, but when you work hard for what you got, you ain't cool with somebody wasting the food that you spent money on, right? So let alone cooked. But Sinful's grandmother, she made our plates, and she put bacon on my plate. And I wasn't gonna say nothing, man, but I didn't know what to do. And, Sinful spoke up for me. He's like, Grandma, Jason don't eat pork. And Grandma didn't even look at me. She just had her head down looking at the plate, and she just pushed the plate towards me like, well, he gonna have to make an exception today, baby. In other words, boy, you gonna eat this pork. You know what I mean? You might not eat no other pork no other time, but right now, you are going to eat this pork. And me, man, I don't want no smoke with grandma, man. I got respect and love for all grandmas. I'm a turn it down every time with any grandma, man. I don't want no smoke, so yeah, man, I went ahead and ate them couple of strips of bacon, man, and that was the last pork that I had, man. Last pork that I had was cooked by Sandra Evans, man, and yeah. Grandma was with all the shenanigans, man. She wanted all the smoke that morning, man, and I didn't want none of the smoke, so I went ahead and ate her bacon, man. But yeah, so red meat pork since 2008. That was my New Year's resolution. Right. That's why I said, man, she was on her Don Corleone, man. She made me an offer I couldn't refuse, man. Like, how I'm gonna refuse that? I'm like looking at grandma like, dang, grandma like that? Like, golly. She made me an offer I couldn't refuse, you dig? So yeah, man, but So that's been, here it is, about to be 2022. So that's been 14 years that I've stuck to that New Year's resolution. So, again, another example of a New Year's resolution, just, again, at that time, I wasn't imagining like, going this long without eating red meat or pork, but I have. With the exception of on my birthday in October, right? My partners, they took me out, treated me to dinner, right? And I had been hearing about lamb chops forever, man. I never had lamb chops. And they suggested that I try the lamb chops, and I did. Of course, that's red meat. But hey, man, listen. Them lamb chops were so fire. I didn't even think I really was gonna enjoy it because of the fact that it's red meat. And like when it comes to certain things that you once upon a time enjoyed, when you go so long without that type of shit, it don't hit you the same. It don't have the same effect. But when I had them lamb chops, man, I enjoyed every bite of them things, man. Fire. Them lamb chops was fire. I forget the name of the restaurant, but it was a dope restaurant. It's like right on a it's like a little stream that they got over there in Fort Lauderdale, off of Las Olas, man. And in the restaurant, it has seating right next to the stream, and they got the little what are those things called, gondolas, where you can take the little rides. I think that's what it's called. Basically like the little boats. But yeah, it was a nice ass restaurant, man. But yeah, I had them lamb chops, man, and I look forward to having some more lamb chops. I don't know when. It ain't gonna become like a everyday thing. But yeah, it ain't gonna be an everyday thing. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna have me some lamb chops again. That won't be the last time that Freeze has some lamb chops, man. Them joints were so fire. I love them things. Freeze, do you eat venison, deer meat? Nah, I've never had deer meat. Only type of flesh that I eat is poultry or fish. So if it got wings or it's underwater, I fucks with it. You know what I mean? But yeah, I've never had deer meat. Uh, it's quite a few things that I've never had that I heard was good. Uh, deer meat is another one another meat that I haven't had that I heard is real good. So yeah, I fucks with the salmon heavy. I love salmon. That's something that don't never get old to me. But yeah, man, so like I said, man, red meat I've stuck to for 14 years. Not having red meat or pork. 21 years, no carbonated drinks. And my next longest one wasn't a New Year's resolution, but it was a birthday resolution. In 2011, on my 30th birthday, I stopped drinking alcohol and I stopped eating fried foods. Now, at the time when I made this New Year's resolution to stop drinking alcohol, I told myself back then that if I ever did drink alcohol again, the only alcohol that I would drink is the Moet, Rosé, Nectar Imperial, champagne. And I've had that drink 7 times in the past 10 years. So only really on special occasions. Excuse me, y'all. My baby calling me, man. Hold on. She calling me on my other phone. I got to call her on this phone. Let me see what my baby want. Hold on. I'm trying to cut beef too. It's tough. Yeah. You know, you just got to put your mind to it.
Hello?
Hey, what's up?
Hi, okay, so there's these okay, so these hamsters are in like there's two hamsters in one cage and I was like, Mom, can we get them? She's like, but they're $2.99. I mean $20.99. No, 20
Get it together, kid. How much are they?
$20.99.
Okay, you got $20, don't you?
Yeah, but 99 cents.
You don't have 99 cents.
No, like $20 and 20.99. That's what I meant.
20.99.
Yeah.
So what do you have exactly? How much money do you have?
Okay, so we have 20, but these two are together, and we want and oh my god, I'm looking at mouse.
Wait, so you're getting two hamsters?
Yeah, because they're together. But mom was like, but we have like cages of more cages for them at home. So
Because you still got two hamster cages, right?
yeah, I have three actually, but
Oh yeah, because
I like the cages. Yeah.
you got too many hamster cages. Probably need to
Do
donate
you have
some.
mice right now?
Nah, no mice. We ain't
Okay,
doing no
I have
mice.
a Facebook.
Huh? This kid, the FaceTime. Nah, those things ain't cute.
Yes, they
You see these damn things?
are.
Mice. Who the heck want a pet mouse?
They're damn. Look at
No, they're
look at
not.
him go. He's climbing. He's climbing. Look at him go. Look at him go. Look at him go. But they're naughty, so look, Dad, I'll show you the ones that I want. So these are the two that I want. See, look at there's one in there, and then this one out here, or I could get these two little ones.
Also, long-haired one that I want to look at because
No, I don't like. Okay. I'll read more if maybe you can send me money. I'll read more when I get home. Cause I only have 2 pages left. I thought I had the camera flipped.
Oh, you didn't finish the book yet?
There's 11. Oh, there's 11 mice.
Okay.
There's 11 mice.
Well, hey,
There's so much.
Naya, listen,
Yeah.
I'm live on YouTube right now, so I gotta finish doing what I'm doing. But when I'm done, I'm gonna call you back, okay?
Okay. Well, do you know if you can? Cause I don't
Okay.
know how long will be.
Yeah. Give me just a second. I'll do that.
Okay.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
This kid want to buy some damn pet rats. Would you say a snake would? Yeah, man, that's what I look at rats as. They pretty much snake food. That's all they good for. I feed them to my snakes. Yeah, right. That's all they good for. Chinchillas, get chinchillas. I was suggesting a chinchilla, but I don't know how. Cause she didn't had hamsters. You know, she like hamsters, man, and her hamster just passed away the other day. But she keep wanting to get more hamsters, but every time they die, she be heartbroken and crying and all of that. And you know, hamsters got a short lifespan. I think they only live up to like 2 years or something like that. So it's like, why you want to keep getting hamsters? I suggested a chinchilla, but I don't know how much more of a responsibility it is to take care of a chinchilla. I don't know. I've never had a pet chinchilla. She's never had a pet chinchilla. But I don't want something that's gonna require too much maintenance, man, because yeah, she don't I know chinchillas live longer, because that's what made me think of a chinchilla, because I was looking at pets that have a longer lifespan. And you know, hamsters, they got like the shortest lifespan. Chinchillas, I think they live, is it 8 to 12 years or something like that, or 5 to 8 years, something like that. Guinea pig, you know, I suggested that as well. I think, oh no, she can't get a guinea pig because her sister is allergic to guinea pigs, so she can't do that. M. Jackson, good looking with the $5 holler. Hey, Freeze, do you only lift weights or do you do body weight exercises? Mostly weights, but as far as body weight exercises, I do dips and I do pull-ups and chin-ups. What else? What other body weight exercise do I do? The ab wheel. So the ab wheel, pull-ups, chin-ups, dips, and sometimes I do push-ups too. I need to do more push-ups actually. Push-ups are really good for you. Chinchillas are dry bathed. You can train them too, 7 to 12 year span. Right, I knew it was something like up to 12 years with chinchillas. Uh, yeah, but I don't know. We gonna figure that out. Kid's stupid. I had a hamster when I was 8. I named him after me, Kendrick. That's funny. I think I had a hamster. Yeah. Matter of fact, I had a hamster, and then my homeboy had a hamster, and we named him Chip and Dale. But I can't remember which was which. I can't remember if I had Chip or Dale. We named him after the cartoon Chip and Dale. But how many days a week do you work out? 7 days a week, unless something prevents me, something beyond my control prevents me from working out. If every day, as long as I can work out, I'm working out. I'm in there. I'm getting it in. Perception is reality. Good looking with the $5 holla. Is lifting weights better than body weight exercise, or body weight can get same results? A lot of it has to do with your diet. A lot of it has to do with your diet, but you can have significant results with body weight exercises, but just being real, like there's certain things that you're gonna have to lift weights for, at least in my opinion. I could be wrong, man, but it's just certain things, certain muscle areas that you want to, certain ways that you want to develop your body. Well, I ain't gonna say you have to lift weights, because you can be as creative as you want to be and figure out some cold shit. But um, as far as my knowledge goes, when it comes to developing your body in certain ways, yeah, weights is gonna be the best thing. But you don't necessarily have to go heavy too. That's what a lot of people don't understand. You don't have to like go real heavy, because when you go real heavy over a long period of time, man, your joints start getting fucked up and all that type of shit, and you don't want that. So, but if you go light on the weights, in higher volume, higher reps, then you can do some great things with that. Snake Eyes, good looking with the $5 holla. Happy New Year's, Freeze. What's your thoughts about brothers getting their passports to find better quality women? I say go for it, man. It all depends on what you want and what's important to you, and what you're looking for in a woman. And I haven't traveled abroad for the sake of finding women, but I have had women from different countries, and I must say that it's interesting. It's dope. You know, like the certain cultural differences in women from other countries. I've had some cool women from other countries, man. And so yeah, I say if that's what if that's an idea that you have, man, I say go for it. Go all out. Make it happen. Ken says I use resistance bands. Yeah, see, I think resistance bands, you could do a whole lot of shit with them motherfuckers for real. I agree to build bigger mass. Yeah, but like I said, a lot of it has to do with your diet as far as building mass. You got to eat right, man, because I came front, man. Like when I was incarcerated, when I was locked up, it was some big motherfuckers with no weights. It was some big ass dudes in there off calisthenics because they was eating like a motherfucker. I'm talking about on swole, doing push-ups, dips, pull-ups, all kind of different bar work, just calisthenics babies, man, swole as a motherfucker. But they was eating like crazy too, though, so a lot of it has to do with your diet, you know, whether you choose to do body weight exercises or, lifting weights. A major part of it has to do with your diet. So yeah, man. But like I say, so my longest New Year's resolution has been soda and carbonated drinks. 21 years since I had a soda. 14 years since I've had beef or pork. Uh, 10 years since I stopped fried food and alcohol. But I have on some occasions had some fried food, but I generally don't fuck with it. Uh, Alcohol, like I said, I've had alcohol uh 7 times in the past 10 years. Another thing that I've been pretty good about is dairy. Every so often I'll have some dairy milk. Uh every so often, even more rarely, I'll have some cheese. But I don't really fuck with the dairy anymore, man. And I think I can't really remember, man, how long it's been since I stopped fucking with dairy. Or since I drastically cut back on dairy, I'll say that. I ain't had no eggs, man. I can't even remember last time I had some eggs. It's been, I can't remember if that was 2019 when I stopped with the dairy or 2020. I can't remember. I know it's been at least a couple years though. I want to say 2019 though. But yeah, man, I don't really that's another thing that I've been pretty good about. I don't really fuck with the dairy. See, I wouldn't say milk is necessarily bad for you. Now, you got people that's lactose intolerant. Like myself, I'm lactose intolerant. But even still, milk has a lot of, nutrients in it. It's a good source of proteins, a good source of vitamin D. It got a lot of benefits to milk, but I just believe, dairy in general, man. I like, at least for me, I don't want to put dairy products in my body on a regular basis, man. I think it weakens your immune system, and yeah, I'm just not a fan of dairy anymore, man. When you at least me, as I've grown and come to understand things differently and broaden my understanding when it comes to certain things, I don't want to have, dairy as a regular part of my diet anymore. It was for a long time, but yeah, no dairy, man. I don't really fuck with dairy anymore. I don't really fuck with bread anymore. Every so often I have some bread, but I don't really fuck with bread too much no more. I went a whole year. It was I think that was 2018, the first time I stopped bread. And I told myself I was gonna do it just for that year. Like for 2018 I didn't eat bread. And then 2019 I started back eating bread. But I just liked the way I felt when I wasn't eating bread. I felt like I had better energy and I was lighter on my feet and shit. So 2020, I stopped eating bread again, and since 2020, every so often I had some bread, but I don't really fuck with bread too much neither, and I kind of like it that way. So yeah, uh, I like to be simple, man. When it comes to the way I eat, see, I'm one of them types of people. I don't live to eat. I eat to live. That's what my mindset is now. So with that in mind, and then when you figure out what works for you, like with Sinful, the fruit and water thing that works for him. He figured that out, and he don't have no problem doing that. I'm pretty much the same way. You know, motherfuckers make fun of me because I can eat chicken and rice forever. If it was a situation where the only thing available to eat was chicken and rice for the rest of my life, I'm gonna be cool with that. I ain't gonna cry about it. Like, damn, only thing I can eat is chicken and rice. Fuck, like, I ain't gonna have no problem with that. You know. So, yeah, man. I can eat that forever, especially because I know the type of results it gives me when I'm eating like that and I'm working out the way that I'm supposed to, and I'm getting the right amount of food in on a consistent basis. I'm being consistent with my diet and consistent with my workout. I already know what the results are going to be because I've done it too many times at this point. So I just figured out what works for me. So I like to keep shit simple, man. I just that's just me. When I figure out what works for me, I just keep shit simple. So yeah. Justin March, good looking with the $5 holla, man. Nick Cole, good looking with the $5 holla. What's some tips on stacking money? Uh, you know, uh, Tips on stacking money. I say, one thing that would be good. I mean, I don't know. It depends on who you are. Like, it depends on what type of individual you are. Are you somebody that likes to party a lot? You know what I mean? Are you somebody that likes to shop a lot? You know, that's a question that could go a lot of different ways depending on what type of individual you are. But I will say this though. A lot of people have the mindset of stacking money or saving money, and that's cool. But that shouldn't be your end all be all, because what people don't understand is money is not meant to sit still. Money is not meant to just kick it and not do nothing with, and just like, it's cool to it's a cool like test of your self-discipline to stack money and things like that, but money is meant to move. So it's your money is going to do a lot more for you in motion than it will sitting still. So with that in mind, it will be good to think of different ways to invest your money. And it's 2022, man. It's so many ways to invest money right now, man. It don't make no sense, man. I was reading that last night. In the year 2020, 1.7 million people in the United States became millionaires. And that raised the percentage of the American population that are millionaires to 8.8%. That was last year, and it's even more now. That's just in the US. Last year in 2020, 8.8% of the United States population was millionaires. So that's like almost 9 out of every 100 people millionaires. That's a lot of people. In the whole world, more than 5 million people became millionaires in 2020. And I know that number has to be even more for 2021. I don't know what the numbers are for 2021, but I know they got to be even greater than they was in 2020. So if you keep that in mind and you just observe and you see that, it's so many new millionaires and so many new billionaires. I think in 2020, the number of billionaires in the whole world, I think was it was either 2,500 or 2,700, but it basically over 2,500 people in the world are billionaires as of 2020. And you already know that number went up this year. Shit, I think Kanye became a billionaire last year. Yeah, but it's just it's all kind of people constantly becoming millionaires and billionaires, man. So if you think about that, it's just so many ways to invest your money and flip your money and make money, man. So I say get creative, man. Use your imagination. And with the advent of the internet, shit, man. Shit. Stop the violence. Good looking with the $5 holla. Freeze. You cold on the mic. New album this year? Yeah, man. Like I said, I'm working on some shit right now as we speak, and I'm gearing towards February, man. I'm gonna do my best to have a project out by February, but whether or not I have a whole project out by February, I'm definitely gonna have some new material out by February. But the mission is to have a whole project out by February. So yeah, y'all can look forward to Freeze dropping some music in 2022 for sure. Yeah, man. But yeah, New Year's resolutions, man. So as you can see, man, Freeze is living proof that New Year's resolutions can serve you well. I've gone 21 years sticking to my New Year's resolution of not drinking soda. I've gone 14 years of sticking to my New Year's resolution of not eating red meat or pork. I've gone 10 years with my birthday resolution of no alcohol, no fried foods, and a couple years of no dairy and no bread. So yeah, man, they can serve you well. It all depends on what your intentions are and what you want for yourself, or in some cases what you might want for others. Your New Year's resolution might have something to do with you being better for other people, you being of service to your loved ones, your friends, or to just people that you care about in some sort of way. That might have something to do with your New Year's resolution, man. So that's a big motivating factor when your New Year's resolution has to do with you serving a purpose that is bigger than yourself. That's at least for me, man, it helps me to be more responsible when I know that my actions, affect more than just myself, affect people that I love and care about. Yeah, man, it's much easier to stick to my responsibilities that way, and it's like that for a lot of people. So yeah, man, don't be anti New Year's resolution, man. I was talking to this chick probably about a week ago, and I asked her if she had any New Year's resolutions, and she was like, I don't believe in that crap. Why I need to wait till the new year to start doing something. If I'm gonna do it, I can do it anytime. And her outlook on New Year's resolutions was just all bad. It just, but at the same time, this is the type of individual that has a history of making bad decisions. So go figure. Perception is reality. Once again, good looking with the $5 holla. A resolution I said for myself too is keeping more than one woman on my team. Don't be so quick to settle with one chick. Hey, that's dope, man. Because what that does is it challenges you. And it's a trip that you saying is because on my Instagram story, this morning, or was it last night, whatever, I posted, challenges equal growth, therefore embrace them. That's a challenge. And that challenge, you stand up to it and face it, it's going to help you grow. You dig? In more ways than you probably can imagine right now. So yeah, that's a dope New Year's resolution, man. A New Year's resolution that I have for myself going into 2022, ultimately, is several different things, but it all has to do with me being a wise steward of my time. It all has to do with me taking my time more seriously and delegating my time more wisely to the right things, the right purposes, the right people. That's what my New Year's resolution. Like I said, it's several different things, but it all amounts to me being more serious and more effective with my time, because I know that I can. I know exactly the ways that I can be more effective with my time. I know exactly what I need to stop doing. I know exactly what I need to start doing, and I'm gonna do that. So, yeah. But those are some New Year's resolutions of mine, man. Or that's what they have to do with, me being wiser with my time, how I spend my time. Imagine if the New Year's resolution was an all year long mindset. Hey, it can be, man. It's all up to you. It could be what you want it to be. That's all up to you. Listen, man, it's 160 y'all in here right now, but only 73 of y'all done wiped your feet off at the door, man. Shame on you coming into a pimp's domain and you didn't wipe your damn feet off at the motherfucking door. Do a pimp a favor. Wipe your feet off at the door. Hit that thumbs up thing, man. Y'all see them emojis in the chat, man. Do this one time for a pimp. Please and thank you. While I take this small love break. You can make that a New Year's resolution, man. Drink more water. I know some people, somebody in here ain't drinking enough water. Somebody in here ain't putting enough love in their body. That could be your New Year's resolution, just to put more love in your body. If you know you don't drink enough love, man, shit, tell yourself that you gonna drink 2 quarts of love every day. Me myself, I'm pretty good about drinking a gallon a day, but by some people's recommendations, it's good to drink at least 2 quarts a day, which this is almost a quart. It's a liter. A liter and a quart is almost the same thing, I think a quart is slightly more than a liter. But basically 2 of these a day. It might seem like a lot, but like I said, the day got 1,440 minutes in it, If you space it out right or pace yourself right, drinking 2 of these in a day is not so bad. Because I'm pretty sure that a lot of y'all who don't put enough love in your body, you drinking two of these worth of juice every day. You drinking 2 of these worth of soda every day. Some of y'all is drinking 2 of these worth of alcohol every day. So if you could do all that shit, you can put two of these worth of love in your body every day, man. Because, right, take a swig every 15 minutes. And then some people have that problem too, right? Let me tell you. Some people like, man, I don't like drinking a lot of water because it make me go to the bathroom all the time, man. All day, every 5-10 minutes, I gotta go to the bathroom. At least for me, when I remember back when I first started drinking a lot of water, that's true. You're gonna go to the bathroom more often than usual, but your body starts to adjust and get used to being able to hold more water for longer periods of time, man. At least for me. You know, I done got pretty, I mean, not without even trying. Like, it's just I guess my body just adjusts that way, you know, to the point where now, you know, I don't have to go to the bathroom every 15 minutes. You know, y'all see me, sometimes I'll be live, shit, for hours, putting love in my body the whole time. And you see, I don't be stopping every couple of minutes for a restroom break. So, yeah, man, that's just me. But to each their own. But I strongly suggest that for anybody, man, who doesn't put enough love in their body, man. Make that your New Year's resolution. That's something simple. You know? Put some of this shit. And see, like Millionaire Status saying too much water, you can drown. You got people who say that shit all the time. Man, you know, you Freeze, you probably be drinking too much water, man. You be putting too much love in your body, Freeze. You know, it is such thing as drinking too much water. But them same people who say that it's a such thing as drinking too much water, you don't ever hear them talking about it's you know, you drinking too much soda, or you drinking too much orange juice, or too much cranberry juice, you know what I mean, too much alcohol. How come you don't ever hear nobody talking about that shit? It's always when you talk about putting love in your body, people want to say, you know, you could drink too much of this shit. I don't, you know, and then that's true. There is a such thing as drinking too much water. But man, do you know how much water you got to drink for you to be drinking too much? Right, yeah, like Mono say, yeah, water nasty. A lot of people say that shit too. Hey, but I will say this though. This is something that I became mindful of recently, right? You want to drink a good amount of water every day, but you do have to balance it out. You want to drink something that has electrolytes in it as well. Like Gatorade is cool, you know, especially Gatorade Zero. My mom's got me started drinking Gatorade Zero because whenever I go to her house, she got Gatorade Zeros all over the place, man. So I like drinking Gatorade Zeros. And I need to drink more of that. I done already got the water thing down. But cause like I went to the hospital a couple months ago, right? And this is what made me mindful of this. I went to the hospital and they, you know, they did x-rays and they did an EKG on me, they checked my heart, and you know, they did all these little different tests on me and shit, right? And they was like, yeah, everything is good, man, except for your I think it was my liver function was a little bit off track. Basically, they was saying I was like kind of dehydrated. And I'm like, dehydrated? How the fuck am I dehydrated when I drink this shit all motherfucking day? So, you know, I dug a little bit, and from what I was seeing, I guess, you know, if you drink too much water and not enough, like I said, something with electrolytes in it, then, you know, you can appear to be dehydrated. So, yeah, you know, you want to drink a good amount of love every day, but at the same time, you want to put something with electrolytes in your body too. The plant-based trucker, good looking with the $5 holla. Coconut water is good too. Yeah, I've had coconut water. It is pretty cool. Sucker repellent, good looking with the $20 holla. Happy New Year, P. Keep winning and keep grinding, P, for the deuce 22, man. For sure. Good looking, man. I appreciate that. Hey, Voss water is trash. Don't ever buy that shit no more. Snake eyes. No more Voss, man. Make that your 2022 New Year's resolution. No Voss. That shit is expensive trash. like I said, I watched a video a couple of months ago, something like that, and this dude and his wife, they did an alkaline test on 16 different brands of water. Voss water was one of them, and you know that shit is expensive as hell, especially when you get it at the clubs. Man, they want to charge you $8 and $10 for that shit just because it come in a fancy looking bottle and all that. Man, hey, that shit is boo boo, trash. Voss water, I think, has like a 4 pH balance or some shit like that. So you want to drink something that got at least a 7 pH balance, man. And Voss water got something like a 4 pH balance. Smart water, trash. Don't buy smart water no more either, man. Unless you want to buy some trash. Unless you just like drinking trash, man. Yeah, smart water, trash. Fiji is cool. Any kind of spring water is cool. Yeah, any kind of spring water is cool. Like that Great Value water at Walmart. That regular ass, cheap ass, generic brand of spring water. That Great Value spring water at Walmart. That's good water. I'm drinking Fiji right now. You know what I mean? I don't be trying to promote their ass because Fiji really need to cut a pimp a check around this motherfucker. You dig? You know what I mean? Shit. Fiji really need to get mine up, man, because I done brought Fiji a lot of customers over the years, man. You know what I mean? Crystal Glacier. I'm trying to remember, was that on that video? I kind of want to say it was. I think Crystal Glacier. I think that water is cool, from what I remember, I believe. $88 gallon Walmart water be hitting though. Yeah, I think that water is good too. I got some of that. Hold on. Yeah, it's that 88 water right here. I keep some of that. Yeah. Yeah, but some kind of water is better than no water though. You know what I mean? Some kind of water is better than soda. Some kind of water is better than juice. So yeah, just make sure you put some kind of love in your body, man. Alkaline or distilled. I usually drink either either alkaline water or spring water. I try to drink spring water as much as possible though, but alkaline water is good too. Snake eyes, good looking with the $5 holler. Damn, Freeze, I thought my water game was tight. Good looking out, big bro. For sure, man. Hey, but like I said, it's better than no water. It's better than, like I said, drinking soda and juice and all that shit. But yeah, nah, you wasn't doing wrong per se. I just say you could do better. You did. But yeah, the Voss, I just recently found this shit out. I thought that Voss water was good too. I thought Smart water was good. What's another one that's trash, man, that a lot of people be thinking is good? Well, most people know Dasani is trash. Dasani is boo-boo. You know what I mean? Don't spend your money on Dasani neither. Trash. Avion is cool. It's another water that's cool. I can't remember. Zephyr Hill, or however you say that shit. That water is good. Yeah, I think I remember Aquafina being trash too, if I'm not mistaken. What are your thoughts on the shot? To each their own, but I'm not a fan of it. You know, I don't see myself getting vaccinated, man. Uh, I just don't like the way they trying to, like, if it's such a good thing for you, why do they have to, like, coerce people into taking the shit? Why do they have to, like, you know, try to bribe people into taking the shit? If it's just so good for you, you know. And then when people first started taking the shot, they didn't understand at that time that at some point in time in the future, they was gonna have to take booster shots. Then now that they tricked all these motherfuckers into taking the vaccine, okay, now you gotta take a booster shot. Oh, you need a booster shot to keep the shit up, right? Like, that's fucked up. You know, a lot of people, like my mom's, for instance, you know what I mean? My mom's is vaccinated. She took both of the vaccine shots, and then afterwards, when she found out that you gotta take a booster shot too, she like, I don't even know if this was even really worth it. Like, I didn't know I was gonna have to take a booster shot. This is coming from somebody who's vaccinated. You know, so a lot of people that's vaccinated, they don't even like the fact that you gotta take a booster shot and all this shit. It's like, if it's so good for you, how come they couldn't let people know that from the beginning? Because I'm sure they knew that before they made this vaccine available to the public, that everybody on the vaccine was going to have to take a booster shot at some point in time. They didn't just figure that out along the way. Like, oh, damn, you know what? We're going to have to come with a booster shot too. Nah, they knew this shit already. You know, so how come they didn't let people know from the gate? Okay, you're going to have to take this vaccine. You're going to have to take 2 doses of the shit. Then months down the line, you're going to have to take a booster shot. I don't, you know, it's just too much, it's too much manipulation with that shit. At least from my perspective, the way I see things, it's too much manipulation with that shit. It's too much coercion with that shit. It's too much intimidation and pressure with that shit. I just don't, you know, that shit ain't cool to me. If it's something that's good for you, man, then, you know, how come you can't make people feel that way? It's too much fear in the shit too. They trying to scare motherfuckers into taking the vaccine. You know, some people can't maintain their job. A lot of motherfuckers got laid off because they didn't want to take the vaccine. You know, it's just a lot of bullshit with that shit, man. And if it's so good for you, then how come it's so much bullshit with it at the same time? I'm cool. I don't see myself taking no vaccine, man. You know, motherfuckers don't even understand what they put in their body. And then it's just so much, like I said, so much manipulation, so much coercion, so much intimidation, so much fear. It's just so much bullshit with that shit that I'm not really a fan of it. So, and then you got people who are vaccinated that are still getting COVID and still dying from the shit. Colin Powell, rest in peace, was fully vaccinated. He got COVID and died. It's fucked up. He's just, you know, one of, I'm sure, many people who have that story. So, Arthur English says, my mother is like your mother. Yeah, man, you know, I know some people, man, that just, you know, they regret that shit. They don't think it was worth it. You know, it's like they tricking motherfuckers into taking it. And then they keep coming out with new variants, man. It's a master plan behind all this shit, man. And I ain't with that shit. I'm cool. You know what I mean? If it come down to a motherfucker hiding in some shit like this, hiding in the mountains or some shit like that, man, going in the woods, man, going on the run, you know, because they trying to make motherfuckers get vaccinated, that's when you gonna know it's real. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be one of the motherfuckers in the wilderness, man, unvaccinated. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be one of the motherfuckers on the run. They gonna be on a manhunt for my ass trying to vaccinate me. I'm cool. I think I'll figure it out. You know what I mean? I'd rather take my chances in the jungle with lions, tigers, and bears. Oh my. You know what I mean? Before I get vaccinated, man. But at the same time, and see, that's another thing too. That's what's just so fucked up about that shit. Like, okay, I don't want to get vaccinated, right? But at the same time, I'm pro-choice. So if a motherfucker chooses to get vaccinated, I ain't gonna talk shit about him. I ain't gonna try to make him feel bad for getting vaccinated. But the way the media is, they try to make you feel bad. They try to make you feel like a terrible motherfucker for not wanting to get vaccinated. We in America, man. This shit supposed to be, you know, land of the free. It's supposed to be pro-choice. And them motherfuckers, man, they really try to make you feel terrible. Like Kyrie Irving, man, like they gave him so much flack for not wanting to be vaccinated. And it's like, that's his choice, man. Like, why y'all want to beat that man up because he just chose not to get vaccinated? Then it's so much bullshit with that vaccine shit, man. Like, you can't even be a vaccinated person that says, I respect his decision. They gonna get on your motherfucking ass. When LeBron spoke on the shit, you know, LeBron is fully vaccinated. But when he said that he respected Kyrie's decision, they want to talk shit about LeBron now. It's like, damn. You know, it's like, you know, people that's pro-vaccine, they like a gang. And they set tripping whenever they see their enemies. Their enemies is motherfuckers that ain't with the vaccine. You know, like, that shit really like a gang. And the motherfuckers really get to set tripping on you, man. When you vaccinated, fool? What set you from? Oh man, I'm you know, I'm non-vax, man, but I'm cool, man. You know, I respect vaccinated people. Nah, homie. We ain't with that non-vax shit. Nigga, you better get your ass up out of here before you get dealt with, fool. That's how they be coming at you, man. Like, they really be set tripping, man, hard as a motherfucker when you ain't just like pro-vaccine. You going to the vaccine church every Sunday, man. You living by the vaccine religion, man. If you ain't like that, they is tripping. They is set tripping on your motherfucking ass. You know what I mean? It'll be your own family. You might have went to a Christmas party this year with your family, and you might have been the only non-vaccinated motherfucker there. Everybody looking at you like, you not vaccinated? I'm talking about, man, them motherfuckers really get to tripping, man. Turn your own family against you. Motherfuckers you been knowing all your life. Your flesh and blood. They ain't fucking with you no more because you ain't vaccinated. Shit crazy, man. But at the same time, like I said, I'm not one of them people that because you decide to get vaccinated that I'm going to talk shit about you or try to make you feel bad about your choice. That's your choice, man, and I'm pro-choice. You know, I choose not to get vaccinated myself. So, hey, it is what it is. Billy G say my family non-vax set. Yeah, I'm from the non-vax set too, man. But I got some family from the other side, man, you know. I feel like Bloods and Crips, you know what I mean? Yeah, I got some family that's Bloods. I got some family that's Crips, you know what I mean? You know, when we come together, you know, we keep it peaceful, man. We don't be set tripping on each other. That's how that shit feel. Yeah, I'm banging, how you throw that shit up? I'm from the non-vax set, so what, let's see. Now I don't want to do that because I'm already knowing I'm from LA, man. That's somebody's gang in real life. I was gonna do this with the middle finger. Cause that's how they be doing. That's how the gang members be the gang bangers, they be dissing each other's sets. They'll throw the whatever their enemy is up and they'll put a middle finger with it. And I was gonna do the vax with the but you know, that's somebody's gang in real life. I'm already knowing. In LA, anything that you can do with your hands is a gang sign. Anything you can do with your hands is a gang sign. So I'm not doing nothing with my hands. I'm just, I'm just non-vax. And hey, it is what it is, man. Okay, we done got over 200 likes, man. If you haven't wiped your feet off at the door, man, please do so. And what I mean by that, hit that thumbs up button coming into a pimp's domain, man. Connect ENT say they can keep that poison. 90s West Coast All-Stars, we all in the same gang. Hey, that's how I feel, man. We all in the same gang, but them vax people, man, they not trying to claim the same gang as us, man. We the enemy. Non-vax motherfuckers is the enemy. Let them motherfuckers tell it. But yeah, man. But yeah, back to New Year's resolutions, man. Like I said, y'all are witnessing someone who is a living testament that New Year's resolutions can do some good, can do you some justice, man. Another resolution that, of course, how could I forget that? Another resolution that I made, it was a I don't want to call it a Father's Day resolution because it wasn't like I told myself starting on Father's Day this year, I'm going to make fitness my lifestyle. But it just so happened that on Father's Day 2012, that was the day that I decided to make fitness my lifestyle. Like, that was when I became consistent with working out, consistent with, building my body. And, I done had my spurts where, I can fall off or whatever, but I always get up and keep going. So, yeah, man. And that was Father's Day, which is in June of 2012. So this coming June will be 10 years since I made fitness my lifestyle. It's a beautiful thing, man. I just love the feeling of being strong. I love the feeling of looking good and having a firm, tight body. I like the way my clothes look on me. My clothes look better on me. I compliment the clothes more than the clothes compliment me now. See, when you're not in shape, when you're not fit, you know what I mean? You got to have your clothes compliment you. And hey, if that's what you got to do, that's cool. It's certain motherfuckers that know how to put clothes together that ain't really in shape that make that shit look good as a motherfucker. But it's just a beautiful thing when you make the clothes look better than the clothes make you look. I just love that shit, man. I love being in shape and putting on a tailored suit or putting on a tight ass t-shirt. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers be trying to clown Freeze because Freeze like wearing tight clothes. But hey, man, if you put in years of blood, sweat, and tears to look good and to be in shape and to be strong and all that type of shit, man, you gonna want your clothes to fit tight too, man. You gonna want motherfuckers to see that shit popping out through your motherfucking outfit, man. So hey, man, if y'all gonna roast me for that, y'all gonna have to roast me for that, man. It is what it is, man. I'm gonna keep doing it. I'm gonna keep wearing tight clothes. You know what I mean? Speaking of family functions, I got two little cousins, man. They always feel the need to talk about how tight my shirt is whenever I come through for Thanksgiving or Christmas, man. They gonna have to just keep on talking about me every year when I come through. Or every wedding or family function or whatever, man. They just gonna have to keep talking about, my tight clothes. Cause that's something that ain't gonna stop, man. I'm gonna keep wearing tight clothes as long as I keep working out, as long as I got the, the ability to stay my ass in the gym. Keep wearing tight clothes, man. Tight clothes to pee. Yeah, man. Tight clothes to pee for the record, man. Yeah. Vegas go done my workout every day. Nothing better than fitness. Yeah, man. See, like, I'm so glad that I decided that almost 10 years ago to make fitness my lifestyle, man, because, it just serves so many purposes than just making your body look good and feel good and making you strong physically. Like, it just keeps you on point so many ways. It's therapeutic like a motherfucker. Cause me, right? I'm a pimp, man. So I deal with all kind of crazy bitches all the time, man. And I don't get high. I don't drink. I don't smoke nothing. I don't drink nothing. I don't take any mind altering substances. So I need something. You know what I mean? So my dope is the gym. My alcohol is the gym. My weed is the gym. My intoxication comes from fitness. So, I need that in my life, man. And that's how I take the edge off. That's how, if I'm not really type of individual to stress a lot like that, but if I am going through any kind of stress or anything like that, I'm going to the gym, man. I'm gonna take it out on the iron. You dig? That's how that's my drug of choice. My drug of choice is the gym. You know, Everybody got their different things. It don't have to be like a substance per se. Some people are sex addicts. You know what I mean? If they going through it or stressed out, they go fuck on somebody. Some people are, what you call it? They into gambling. Some people take their edge off gambling. They like going to lose a bunch of money and sometimes winning some money. To each their own. Mine is the gym. That's how I get mine off. I do my thing in the gym. You dig? That's what I'm into. So, yeah. So, because sometimes, that's what drives people to drugs and alcohol, and that's what gets people addicted to substances, man. A lot of people go through depression, and they need something to help relieve them of that depression or that stress or anxiety or whatever it is, man. So a lot of people turn to drugs. A lot of people turn to alcohol, and it makes sense. Me, myself, I turned to the gym. You dig? And it wasn't exactly like I exchanged one for the other, but it was roughly around the same time. Like, I stopped drinking alcohol. Shortly before I stopped drinking alcohol, I stopped smoking weed. That's another thing I didn't mention. It's also been like a little bit over 10 years since I stopped smoking weed. I wasn't like a big stoner though, but I did used to smoke weed. But around the same time or shortly after I stopped smoking weed and stopped alcohol, I picked up the gym. You know what I mean? So one thing I will say is if you smoke cigarettes and you trying to quit, or if you smoke weed and you trying to quit, or if you drink alcohol and you trying to quit, hey, listen, man, getting in that motherfucking gym is definitely gonna help you. Because if you want health and fitness to be your lifestyle, you're gonna figure out real quick that you can't do both. You know what I mean? And it's crazy because I done seen motherfuckers do that shit before. I done seen motherfuckers smoking a cigarette and then go take their ass into the gym smelling like an ashtray. And I done seen motherfuckers come out the gym and can't wait to put a cigarette in their mouth. That shit ain't gonna last long though. You're gonna have to choose one or the other. You know what I mean? And if you want health and fitness to be your shit, man, you're gonna have to put them cigarettes. Your body is gonna make you like, nigga, we not finna keep taking these cigarettes in our body like that, man. You know what I mean? Like, you put a lot of bullshit on me, man. You know, you making my job much harder when we go to the gym, man. You know, you're gonna have to stop putting this motherfucking tobacco in us, man. You know, we're gonna have to cut that out. Your body gonna tell you that. Because when you go to the gym and, you know, you can't breathe the way that you supposed to breathe, and, you know, you putting certain types of pressure on your body that it can't handle because you smoke, and your lungs is working a lot harder than they should be, hey, man, your body gonna make you tap out on one of them things, man. And hopefully you tap out on the cigarettes and you don't tap out on the gym. So no more Newport menthols. Hey, I heard that they was gonna stop with the menthol cigarettes altogether. I don't know when that's supposed to take effect, but I never smoked, so I don't really understand, you know, everything about tobacco like that. But they say that, you know, menthol cigarettes are, you know, what motherfuckers from the ghettos, they, you know, people make, at least from my interpretation of it, from what I get from it, menthol cigarettes are equivalent to like Old English 40 ounces. You know what I mean? It's equivalent to 8-ball. Am I right? Am I saying the right thing by saying that, you know, menthol cigarettes is equivalent to 40 ounces? You know what I mean? B-Man 120 say, yep. Yeah, because like I said, I ain't never smoked, but I hear people say that often. I've heard that a lot over the years, that, you know, menthol cigarettes is like what motherfuckers from the ghetto smoke, you know. 8-ball jackets, yeah, man. So a little weed before the gym gets me focused. Yeah, well, you know, now see, weed is different. Now, even though I don't smoke weed, I know that weed is very helpful for people, but I just think you got to use it responsibly, right? Because some people, they just overdo it with the weed to the point where they just be on the couch stuck like, you know, I don't know why somebody would want to smoke that much weed to where they just like, and I've smoked that much weed before. Not trying to, that's not something that I was into. But when I used to smoke weed, I remember I hit this bitch's weed one time, and that's what made me, when I did smoke weed, I stopped smoking with just any and everybody, because everybody's weed is different. That's what I had to figure out. And I smoked this bitch's weed one time. This was back in like 2010, and she had some White Widow. Any of y'all who remember back in them days, man, that White Widow weed, man, that should have knocked you on your ass. Because me and my partner, we in Orange County, right? We going into the strip club to campaign. We walking through the parking lot, and we run into this little stripper bitch. She going to her car. I say, where you going? She like, smoke a bowl. So I was just fucking with her. I said, sharing is caring. She was like, come on. So I was like, fuck it. Me and my partner, we go smoke with her. You know, I take 2 big ass pulls of that shit. Like I just got iron lungs, you know what I mean? Like I'm, you know, Chief Rocker, #1 Chief Rocker, you know what I mean? And man, I took just 2 pulls of that shit. But I was so motherfucking high. You know what I mean? I'm like this. So I go up, me and my partner, we go up in the strip club, man. And it's fucked up because my mind is telling my mouth to say certain shit, and my mind is telling my body to do certain shit. But when my mind tell my mouth to say certain shit, my mouth be like, nigga, I ain't finna say that shit, nigga. I'm chilling, nigga. Like, you want me to start talking this shit, nigga? I ain't finna start talking. Like, what you mean, nigga? Talk to this bitch for what, nigga? Why you want me to talk to this bitch? Like, what's that gonna do, nigga? I'm chilling. I ain't saying nothing right now. That's how that white widow had me, man. Like, I'm telling my mind, like, nigga, mouth, nigga, start talking. Say this to the bitch. Like, nigga, say this to the bitch. Say that to the bitch. My mouth like, nigga, you say it to the bitch. That's what my mouth telling my mind. And my mind is like, nigga, I can't say it to the bitch. That's your job, nigga. I tell you what to say, and then you say it to the bitch. My mouth like, nigga, I don't know what to tell you, nigga. You gonna have to find another mouth or something, nigga, because this one, nigga, I'm on strike right now, nigga. I ain't saying nothing to none of these bitches in this club, nigga. You just asked out, nigga. You better go get you another mouth or something, nigga. Nope. That's how that white widow had me, man. I'm talking about I was so fucked up. Bitches was talking to me, man. Like, I remember, like, a couple of different times, man, bitches will come up to me and they'll say shit to me, and I'll laugh, I'll just smile, and I'll try to say something, but it just wouldn't come out. Like, my mouth was really on strike. Like, a bitch will say something to me, and I'll just be like, looking stupid as hell, just smiling like, I'm talking about looking like a straight goofball. Just in that motherfucker smiling. Bitches saying shit and I'm just. So after that shit, man, I stopped just smoking anybody's weed. Cause some people's weed is just too motherfucking powerful, man. And it'll have you in there looking stupid, man. Like, I'm trying to say something to this bitch. I got action, man, and my mouth just will not open. My mouth will not project any words. Like, my mouth is just stuck. Only thing that motherfucker gonna do is smile. It's not gonna say nothing. No matter what my mind is telling that motherfucker to say, this motherfucker is not cooperating. It's not doing shit. So, you know, when you smoking weed to that point, man, it ain't fun no more. It ain't, you know, that's when it, like, right, dysfunctional to P. That's when you become dysfunctional to P, man. When you smoking that kind of weed or you smoking it that much, you know, it just ain't cool no more. But when you know how to smoke weed responsibly, it can be very helpful. It can be very effective, man. You know, and some people really need weed. Some people got anxiety issues. Some people just have, you know, various different issues, man, that weed helps them with. And I understand that. So, you know, I'm not against smoking weed. I don't think nobody should smoke cigarettes. Cigarettes don't do nothing for you. But weed, I understand the purpose that weed serves for people. So I'm not anti-weed. But I have, man, see, listen. Hey, it's in the pimping, man. The pimping that's in here in attendance, man. Y'all already know what I'm saying is real, man. But some of these hoes can be excessive with the weed, man. Some of these hoes can be like to the extreme with the weed. And see, by me not being a smoker, I'm gonna catch on to certain things kind of late, you know. And I remember several different occasions with several different hoes, man, where I would have to take them off of backwoods and put them on swishers, man. See, a lot of people fuck with backwoods, and I think a big part of the reason why a lot of people fuck with backwoods is because the rappers make that shit popular. And a lot of people just want to do what the rappers is talking about and doing, right? But it's funny because when I ask people who smoke backwoods, you know, I'll ask them like, what's so good about the backwoods? And they'll be like, oh, well, you know, they really not they really not all that, man. You know, they kind of harsh. You know, they not really smooth to smoke, and you know, it's like they'll have more cons than pros about the backwoods. But I know what it is though, especially with bitches, because bitches are so excessive, especially when they not the ones. I'm talking about just like I could just imagine how it is for a square dude, right? You know what I mean? Like, you know, matter of fact, I done been with people and, you know, been in the back observing shit. And I've seen so many times where a bitch will come through and smoke all your motherfucking weed and then leave. And I'll be in my mind like, man, this square shit is overrated, man. You know, and the cold part about it, a bitch will have her own weed in her purse the whole time. But she gonna smoke up all your shit and then leave. She gonna roll a backwood, this motherfucking fat, smoke up all your shit and then bounce. You got to feel like a real sucker, man. But square dudes do that shit all the motherfucking time, man. You don't get no pussy and you ain't got no more weed to smoke. You got to go buy some more weed and you ain't get no pussy out the deal. I don't understand it, man. But the cold part about it, you know, bitches fuck with them backwoods, man, because you could put more weed in it, and bitches are just excessive, man. Like, it's sad, man, but you just got a lot of young bitches like that nowadays, and they think that shit is cool, but it's really unattractive, though. To anybody that's worth anything, any kind of man that's worth being with, that shit gonna be unattractive to him, man. When you come through, if he invites you to his crib and you want to eat up all his food, drink up all his alcohol, smoke up all his weed, it's like, damn, bitch, do you drink this much at your house? Do you eat this much at your house? Do you smoke this much at your house? Hell motherfucking no. But it's like when it's at your expense, they just want to be excessive with the shit. You know what I mean? But, you know, that's really a whole nother conversation. I ain't even mean to veer that far off into that. But it's the truth, though. But basically, back to the hoes that fuck with pimps, man. You know, if a pimp ain't mindful and paying attention, man, you know, bitches will roll them backwoods, man. And, you know, they'll be burning a hole in the pimp's pocket. And you know what kills me too about bitches, man? I don't understand this, man. Like, I mean, it's just the times that we live in, man. Just about every hoe that you come across is gonna smoke weed. It's rare that you gonna knock a bitch nowadays that don't smoke weed, right? And that's fine. But a lot of the bitches that smoke weed, they just excessive and they like rolling fat ass backwoods. And they only like buying eighths at a time. Just about every young hoe that I've knocked in the past few years, they don't never want to spend no more than like $50 on weed. And you know, like, if you're not paying attention, you know, a bitch gonna be making a bunch of trips to the damn dispensary. She going to the dispensary like every day or sometimes twice a day. And it's like, bitch, like, we not finna do that. Listen, we finna go get an ounce and, you know what I mean, you gonna smoke this ounce however long it's gonna last you, and then when you almost done with that, we gonna go get another ounce. You know what I mean? But it's crazy, like, friend, and then it's a trip. Like, bitches will only spend like $50 or however much an eighth costs, depending on where you at. You know what I mean? But and they'll smoke somebody else's weed with no problem, but they don't want to spend money on something that they like to do and get like a at least a half ounce. Like, for instance, right? I remember I was in the process of knocking this bitch one time, right? And, you know, she didn't have no folks at the time. And she had her little hoe partner. She didn't have no folks at the time neither. and they was in the room. They was staying in the room together, trapping together, right? And I ended up knocking the bitch, but at first, before I knocked her, I would just go and break on her, right? That's the only thing I really would do, right? Is just go and break on her. I wasn't really giving her no instructions. I wasn't lacing her or nothing like that. I just was going over there and breaking on her, right? And you know, they both smoke weed, so they always would smoke together, right? So they had the weed man pulling up on them. And they'll get weed from the weed man. Now, you know, a pimp, man, ain't finna have that. Like, you know, even though you ain't really my bitch yet, you know, I'm finna alleviate any type of interference. And the weed man could serve as an interference. So we finna phase him all the way out the mix. You know what I mean? And so, you know, they had the weed man coming over like every day or sometimes twice a day to give him an eighth at a time. And it's like, you bitches is in the room together and y'all trapping together, like, why y'all don't get more at a time? So the little bitch that I was breaking on, I was taking her to the dispensary one day, right? And I was like, yeah, we gonna get what was it, an ounce? Yeah, it was an ounce of weed. The ounce was like, I think the ounce was like 225 or something like that, or 200. No, not the dispensary. We was going to my loved one. My loved one sell weed, you know what I mean? So I was fucking with him, right? So I was finna take the bitch over to my loved one to go get some weed, right? I'm like, yeah, tell your girl to give you $100 to go half on this ounce with you. And the bitch was like, nah, I ain't doing that. I can't see myself spending $100 on some weed. And it's like, damn, bitch, for real? But you'll smoke $100 worth of weed with no problem. If this is something that you into, and see, that goes back to the discussion that I was having last night with, you know, bitches not having faith in themselves and not having faith in the game and belief in themselves and belief in the game, right? Because when you confident in your ability as a hoe, you're not really tripping off of spending money because you know you're gonna make it right back. But it just showed me how feeble this bitch's mind was. Like, bitch, you smoke weed every day. And you're gonna eventually spend $100 over the course of some days. Why don't you just get the ounce right now, bitch, so you don't have to make as many trips or have as many transactions? The bitch she just couldn't understand it, man. It was like it fell on deaf ears to the bitch, man. You know, it tripped me out. Like, I was tripping off of that shit. I couldn't believe it, man. But yeah, me, when I knock hoes to smoke weed, like I said, that's just how most bitches in the game is. And I don't understand why they like that. Why they want to buy an eighth at a time when they know they're going to smoke every day. Hey, listen, we not finna do that. We finna go get an ounce. If I got multiple hoes, I'm going to get you your ounce. You going to have your ounce. You going to have your ounce. And, you know, we just finna do it like that. We not finna keep making a bunch of little short-ass trips for small amounts of weed. You know what I mean? We not doing that. Right, the more trees, less money. Right, exactly. When you buy in bigger quantities, it's cheaper. You know, the bigger the quantity you get, the cheaper the weed is. You know, so, and then not just that, even despite how much it costs, my thing is, why are we doing all these multiple transactions every single day? You got to buy more weed every day. Why are we doing that? You know what I mean? When we could just get an ounce, because, you know, I've had hoes that'll smoke an ounce in like 2 weeks. I've had hoes that'll, you know, an ounce will last them 3 weeks. before I had to cut certain bitches off of them backwoods, certain bitches is smoke an ounce in a week, which is kind of excessive, you know. But that's them bitches that be smoking them backwoods. Bitches that smoking backwoods, yeah, they could smoke an ounce by themselves, not with nobody else. They could smoke an ounce in a week, which to me is a lot, especially for a female. I don't know, maybe niggas is different, but for a female, smoking an ounce of weed in a week, that's a lot. That ain't even cute. It's not cute, bitch, if you smoking an ounce of weed in a week. Leave them backwoods alone. I'm quick to do that. You know what I mean? I'm quick to take a bitch off of backwoods. Here, bitch, take these swishers and knock yourself out. We not finna keep doing these backwoods. And then you smoke a whole backwood because you don't know how to put that motherfucker down. Then when it's time to get down, you over there like this. Just give me a second, daddy. I'm finna get in the shower right now. Over there looking stupid as hell, mouth hanging open, drooling and shit. Pimp over there like, bitch, wake up, get your ass up, bitch. Get your ass in the shower. Hold on, daddy, damn, why you doing? Damn, okay, daddy. Chill, shit. Nah, we not doing that. You not finna smoke no backwood. Cause that's most bitches. Now I've had certain bitches that they know how to put the backwood down. Like they'll smoke half of it and then leave the other half for later on. But just being real, most bitches that smoke backwoods, if they smoking it by themselves, see, it ain't too bad if they got somebody that they smoking with. Like two bitches on one wood, it won't be too bad. But most bitches, when they spark that wood up and they by themselves, they not gonna put that motherfucker down. They gonna finish that. They gonna face the whole wood by themselves. 9 times out of 10. Chi-Town Rick, good looking with the $20 holler. Blessings to the game. Yeah, that's just most bitches, man. You know. So hey, you know, certain hoes, man, that y'all be doing too much with the weed. You probably need to make that your New Year's resolution. No more backwoods. No more grabber leaves. You know what I mean? All them fat ass blunts. No more fat ass blunts. You know what I mean? Fuck with swishers. Fuck with white owls. Fuck with game. You know what I mean? All them different raps. You know, like fuck with something like that, man. You know, all them grabber leaves and backwoods and all that. That shit ain't cute. Leave that shit alone. Stop trying to be like these niggas. You know what I mean? Like, the bitch is supposed to be hoes, but they making snaps, and they got the pistol like this, and they got the backwood in the other hand, and they got like, you know, $400 in their lap, and they just think they doing it real big. You know what I mean? Bitches be thinking they Gucci Mane and, you know, Boosie and NBA Youngboy and shit like that, and they got the gun like this, and they playing some Youngboy in the background, and they got the blunt right here, the motherfucking fat ass backwood that's like this big, and they holding it like this, and they looking stupid as hell, looking like they breath stinking. They got the pistol in this hand, don't even know how to shoot that motherfucker. Ain't been to the shooting range not one time, barely even know how to cock the motherfucker or put the safety on, take the safety off, and all that old stupid shit. You know what I mean? Bitches just looking dumb as hell. And you know, trying to be like these niggas. Make that your New Year's resolution, bitch. If you got a gun, stop making videos with that motherfucker. That shit ain't cute. You know what I mean? And then, if you smoke, leave them backwoods and grabber leaves alone. That shit ain't attractive. You know what I mean? Especially if you don't know how to put the motherfucker down, and after you done smoking, you sitting there looking stupid with your mouth hanging open and you drooling and breath stinking and all that shit, man. Swishers. Fuck with swishers. Swishers got just enough weed in it to where you be cool. Trust me. And from what they say, swishers ain't as hard. It's smoother when you smoking on swishers as opposed to grabber leaves and backwoods. You know what I mean? So get you a swisher or white owl or game or, you know, any of them type of things, man. You did? Right, better off using pipe to minimize damage to your lungs. Yeah, or use a pipe. I don't know why a lot of people don't like using pipes. But pipes, I think pipes is cool. You know, and they got all kind of different little fancy pipes and shit like that, and bongs and all that. You know, weed pens are cool too. My pops, he be fucking with the weed pen real tough. He likes it. Uh, and then weed pens don't, they don't smell like anything. You know, so pipes and bongs for white folks. That's funny, man. Why pipes and bongs got to be for white folks? Pipes help conserve the weed too. Or help conserve the weed though. Yeah. Um. Yeah, and I think bongs do too, right? Like, don't you get like more THC when you smoking through a bong? If I'm not mistaken, I think so. You get a better high when you smoking through a bong. I thought, or even a pipe too, but I know a bong even more so. But I don't know. Arnold Schwarzenegger used weed to gas to get extra reps. Yeah, Arnold used to smoke back in the day. He probably still do. I wouldn't be surprised if Arnold still be chiefing. Simply Deep 1985 freezes it. Is it okay if I get you? Hold on a second. It's my baby calling again.
You want to see my hamsters?
Hey, listen, what? Listen, who showed you how to do your makeup?
Me?
Well, listen, you need to watch you need to watch it. You need to either ask your mom how to do that, or watch a YouTube video on how to do that or something. You need to learn how to do it a little better. I don't like
doing it my way.
Well, I don't like the way it be looking because you be putting too much on. Like right now, you got way too much on. That's too much. That's too much. But let me see where they at.
Okay, so this is cookies. See?
Oh, that one's name is Cookie. Okay.
Come here. He's naughty. But he doesn't bite. Thank the Lord. Okay. What's he doing in here? See? Look at this one.
What's that one's name?
Care Bear, my mom named him.
You said Care Bear?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said Gabriel at first.
Care
Care Bear. So Care Bear and Cookie.
Yeah, he carried this treat from Petco, and he has it right now.
Okay.
Yeah. They live to up to 3 years this time.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll see. Well, you know how to take care of them now, so.
And this space is theirs. Like, it's really big. It's gonna be for them. We got a different breed. Like this one's different. They weren't together.
Oh, okay.
He was with someone. Okay, so we were gonna get dwarf hamsters, but then the guy was like, I was like, my mom was like, go touch it. And I was go touch it, and he's like, no, you don't want to do that, because they're like, those ones are aggressive. And he went to go see if they were nice, and one stick onto his finger, and he was trying to get it off, but the one wouldn't let go of his finger.
So dwarf hamsters are more aggressive.
Yeah, and then the other one, look, let's see. He lets me pet him. Oh, I see yours.
And what's up with these nails? Like, you wearing makeup and painting your nails? I don't like all that.
What's wrong with painting nails?
You're too young for all that.
little kids paint their nails.
Well, that I don't know. I guess if you're gonna paint your nails, like what made you pick black? Why you want your nails to be black?
I don't like other colors like pink, purple.
But why'd you want them to be black though?
Because I like that color.
Why do you like black?
I don't know.
See, it's a proven fact that dark colors like that, they don't promote like upbeat, good energy and light spirits. You when you have lighter colors, it gives you better energy and keeps you in a better mood. You know, like you see how you sitting in your room right now. Your room ain't dark. Your room got light.
Well, when I turn my light off.
Yeah, that's when you're going to sleep. But when you're just chilling, you're not chilling in the dark. Unless you're in a bad mood.
Well, my light's usually off. I have my LED lights on, but I don't have my light off now. Right?
Well, I think if you're going to paint your nails, you should pick a bright color.
I do not like those colors. Sorry.
Yeah, well.
I don't like pink, purple, like, ugh, girly girl.
You used to like pink. This kid.
I don't like pink.
Well, I think you're going through a phase. But
what's that supposed to mean?
A phase, that means you're going through a time period in your life where, the way you see things now is temporary. You won't see things like that in the near future. So
I ain't gonna like the color pink.
That's what you say now, but you don't know that.
I hate girly girl.
But listen, I'm gonna finish doing what I'm doing. I'm gonna call you after I'm done, okay?
Okay.
All right. Bye.
Fireworks.
This crazy kid with the black. She got the black fingernails and all that shit. I don't know. Maybe that's like popular right now or something. Yeah, the emo thing. She going through an emo phase, I guess. I hope not. I don't know. Praise it. I see that you're also a family man as well. Laugh out loud. Yeah, man, P stand for parent too, man. You don't just stand for pimping, man. P stand for parent too. Parent to P. That's me. But I forgot who that was that asked. Oh. Simply Deep 1985. If you want to ask a question, it's cool. Go ahead. My opinion on something, go ahead. That's cool. We're going to keep it live for a little bit longer. If you haven't wiped your feet off at the door, coming into a pimp's domain, please do so now. What I mean by that, hit that thumbs up button for a pimp one time, please. Thank you. Blue Honey, once again, good looking with the $5 holler. Were you ever big on gambling, P? I stay wanting to go shoot craps at the casino. Sometimes it burn a hole in my pockets though. I've never been like really big on gambling. But I've had times where, I guess I went through like a short like spurt of gambling. My theory on gambling is, it's cool until you win. Like when you win what you believe is a cool like lump sum of money, you want to keep chasing that. You want to keep doing it over and over again. It's like when you get drunk for the first time, or when you get high for the first time, or when you have sex and have an orgasm for the first time. You want to keep, you want to try to recreate that feeling as much as you can. But unlike with everything else, with the gambling, it's much harder to recreate that feeling of winning a lot of money. You know what I mean? And you're going to lose a lot of money in most cases trying to recreate that vibe. So that's why I couldn't it just to each their own, but it don't really suit who I am. Gambling, for that to be my thing, it's not suitable for me. But to each their own. Simply Deep 1985 says, Freeze, what's your opinion on movies that show men in embarrassing situations that'll get you clowned, and how would you handle those situations if it happened to you in real life? I don't know. I know it's a lot of movies like that, like like American Pie, for instance, the first American Pie. When the boy, he was he had the little viral situation where, he busted his nut twice before he even got to touch the girl. She was really ready to give it up to him. I don't know. I'm trying to think of like embarrassing situations. Like, I don't know. I guess some of my situations, people would probably think are embarrassing, but like I don't know. I don't really I just keep going. I guess that's what I would say, man. Like, don't dwell on it. If you do find yourself getting embarrassed, having an embarrassing moment, like, don't dwell on that shit. Life goes on. Keep going. You know what I mean? And don't allow that shit to phase you. Even when you do keep going, don't carry that shit with you. Let that shit go. Leave it in the past and push forward. And see, that's one good thing about social media, right? Or just the way of the world, the times that we in right now. People forget about shit like that. You know what I mean? So if you go through an embarrassing situation, yeah, sometimes you might get reminded of it every so often, but for the most part, it's not going to be a big deal shortly after it happens. 9 times out of 10, motherfuckers is going to forget about it. They're going to move forward, and they're going to be on to the next thing. They're going to be laughing at somebody else's embarrassment, or laughing at, some other shit, whatever it is they find humor in, So it ain't nothing to really like trip over if you go through something like that. And then me, like, I don't know. I don't really feel embarrassed like that. Like I said, motherfuckers talk about me all the time. So, if I was the type of person that was like strongly affected by people's opinions of me, then, I probably would have tucked my tail and hid under a rock a long time ago. But, motherfuckers been trying to embarrass me for the longest, but I'm still here. I stay pushing. I keep moving forward, and I'm going to just keep doing my thing, keep doing me. And then that's the thing, too. Like, first of all, let me acknowledge Spitting Fire, my loved one. Good looking with the $25 holla. Happy New Year. Welcome back. Appreciate you, Spitting Fire. Y'all make sure y'all go to Spitting Fire. Go to her channel. Subscribe to her. Hit the bell when you subscribe to her. She got some good content over there. You know what I mean? She got a whole lot of personality. She from the Midwest, like I say all the time, man. People from the Midwest, they just naturally humorous, man. It's like, people from the Midwest, it's like they born with like a comedian chromosome or something like that. I don't know. Like, they just got comedy in their genes, man. Like, you know, but she's funny, she's informative, she's intelligent, you know, like, you know, dope content creator, man. So go check out Spitting Fire, man. Uh but yeah, as far as being embarrassed, right? Like me, I never lose sight of who I am. And I never lose sight of what makes me me. I know who I am. I know what makes me who I am. I know who I'm not. And I know that no matter what somebody's opinion is of me, I'm going to be who I am. Somebody's opinion of me won't change who I am. So if the whole world is laughing at me, I'm still going to keep in mind who I am. It's not going to make me feel less than who I am and what I am. If the whole world is laughing at me, I'm still going to remember who I am. Even or if everybody is against me. You know what I mean? The whole world might be attacking me. I still know who I am. I'm still gonna keep in mind who I am. So that's the main thing. You know, if you find yourself in what most people would perceive to be an embarrassing moment, just always keep in mind who you are. And if you know that who you are isn't dictated by the opinions of others, then you know it ain't you're not gonna feel embarrassed. You're not gonna have no feeling of embarrassment, man. If I went too far with my example, I apologize. My apologies, Freeze. I don't know what you mean by your example. Maybe I missed the comment. Hold on. Spin Fire, thank you, man. Thank you, man. I was like, where my peeps at? For sure. Yeah, man, I'm back here spitting fire. You know, I'm back on my shit. Here's a scenario example. Somebody saw you and your significant other in a naughty situation at some secluded area. Hey, man, shit. Hey, man, listen, man. Motherfuckers fuck all the time, man. If somebody busted you fucking, man, hey, it is what it is, man. You ain't doing nothing different than what they be doing. They just saw you doing it, man. You just didn't see them doing it, man. That's, hey, listen. I don't know, man. Like, I don't get embarrassed by shit like that. The one time I can remember being busted, one time I was real young. I was probably like 20 years old. And me and my little female I was fucking with at the time, we was on the beach getting busy. You know, I'm from Long Beach, so motherfuckers do that all the time, man. If you from Long Beach and you came up during my era, you know, one of the places where you would take a chick to chill is Skyline Park in Signal Hill. You know what I mean? We'll go to the top of Signal Hill, park up over there, chill. You know what I mean? Backseat of my Jeep, swing an episode type shit. You know what I mean? So that's one of our spots in Long Beach. You know, Skyline Park in Signal Hill, or you know, a motherfucker gonna go to the beach. And I was on the beach getting busy one time, man, and I'll never forget. I had some Timberlands, man, and you know, of course, we on the beach after hours because I think the curfew was like 10 o'clock or something. We probably on the beach like 12, 1 in the morning, some shit like that. And man, this motherfucker seen us, the motherfucking beach guard or police or whatever the fuck he was. That motherfucker, the beach ranger, that motherfucker seen us like he like a mile down the beach. And that motherfucker flashed the light on us from way down there, right? And then that motherfucker, he smashed up on us. And I was so pissed off because that motherfucker ran over one of my Timberlands, man. And he had that bright ass light on us, man. He like, man, y'all get up out of here, man. But I didn't feel no type of way about it. Matter of fact, yeah, hey, when I was young, man, I used to get busy in cars and in parks and all. You know, when you young, man, and you like, you probably stay with your parents or something, man. Your little girlfriend or bitch you fucking with stay with her parents. You know what I mean? you know, sometimes you'll have money for a hotel room, but if you ain't got money for a hotel room, these motherfuckers. I talked about Rangers, man, and here we are. Motherfucking police, like, mind your business, dude. What the fuck is y'all doing? See, man, hey, listen, we got to have more positive conversations, man. We got to have more $1 million conversations, because as soon as I said something about some Rangers, man, police roll up flashing their light on the pimp like I'm doing something wrong. But, hey, man, yeah, back to this $1 million that everybody that's watching is going to have in 2022, man. We all going to be millionaires this year, man. I'm speaking that shit into existence, you know. We all going to be wealthy, man. We all going to have passive income that's, you know, so big that, you know, we're going to be able to sustain ourselves, man, like never before, and be a blessing to other people, man. Yeah, but anyway, like I was saying, man, that motherfucker pulled up on us, man, and ran over my Timberland, man. I was mad as a motherfucker. And I was mad that I got interrupted too. But see, talking about that story, it it made me think about other instances when I was young, man, and fucking in cars and you know, fucking in the backseat of cars and shit like that. You know, it have been several times where a motherfucker will pull up on us, police flash the light, man, we in the backseat getting busy, man. I don't know, I ain't never been embarrassed by shit like that. You know what I mean? As long as I don't get took to jail, hey, it is what it is. But yeah, man, it's already 9 o'clock almost on the East Coast. It's almost 6 o'clock on the West Coast. I know a lot of y'all probably got festivities that you want to get to, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. I appreciate y'all for wiping your feet off at the door when you stepped into a pimp's domain. I appreciate y'all for putting some motherfucking love in your body. This good old love juice here. I appreciate you for your comments, your shares, your super chats. I appreciate you for subscribing and hitting the bell when you subscribe. I appreciate y'all for your support in every which way that you come with it. And man, I wish all of y'all a happy and blessed and safe new year and a prosperous new year. You know, I hope all of y'all have a much better 2022 than you did 2021. And yeah, man, just do your thing. Stay sucker free, stay solid. And as always, man, freeze is it. I holla.